Do you know why I prefer doing infrared scans in the winter? A couple of reasons. They generally work better. They generally go faster. You may ask, why is that? But first, let's look at how infrared scans work, or at least how most people think they work. A scan measures the surface temperature of the roof. Wet insulation is a better heat sink than dry insulation and retains the heat of the day. Folks think about the roof getting warm from the sun, and that's true. After sunset, the dry areas will cool off, but the wet areas retain the heat, which is what we see with the infrared camera. It can take many hours after sunset before the dry areas are cool enough to make the wet areas visible. During a typical scan, the surface temperature difference between wet insulation and dry can be less than a degree. The foregoing is what we call measuring the heat emission from the roof, the retained heat being emitted from the roof insulation. That's the scanning method used in the summer months and is what most people think scanning is all about. But it's winter now. What does that do for us? In the winter months, we measure the heat transmission through the roof. What's that mean? In a heated building, it can be 80 degrees below the roof deck. If it's 30 degrees outside, that's a 50-degree temperature differential. The imaging you get is so much better because of that heat differential. Typically, scanning can start immediately after sunset. There's no waiting for the roof to cool. The two images below show the difference between summer and winter scans. The winter image on the right has much better definition than the summer image down on the left. So, better results, fast results. That, in a nutshell, is why I prefer wintertime scans. If you want to know more about the science of infrared scans and moisture detection, let me know.